Family Leonardo, me Nasiladi Don Multimedia, the CEO Voice of Salone. Today I come for talk to now, my family, make una continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share to our friends them. As we always try to bring for the latest news what they happen around Salone, whether it be politics or any other news them, what they happen or gossip, what they bring out to live and direct. So please, my family, don't forget to subscribe and share to our friends them. You want to touch the bell icon so that you don't miss any video we will try for bring out to now. So that's also we want make una don't forget also for subscribe to we TikTok channel on TikTok and also on Facebook or Facebook page or the Voice of Salone or also the on Instagram Voice of Salone. Please family, and don't forget to share. Okay, thank you now. Tata.
Me family, una good evening, una good afternoon, or una good morning. This now on a program again, Salone CashBox. Me family, today now the 24th of February 2025. You know, me people na Salone. Again, today, I want to talk to una. And today, I want to talk about this all law society with a newly formed. You know, Salone people, the reason why I want to talk to them now for appeal to their conscience. You know, now for draw the attention to like the very thing where they stand for and where they for stand for and where to some extent then they condone. And also, I want to use them as an example. Draw, you know, reference to their own story and Samura Kamara in story. Waiting na the difference. Waiting na the reason we make them go form law society. Why did they not go to court? Why they not go court for fight the bar association? They took, in a way, I go if it permits me, they took political decision or they make political decision or they take a political, you know, stance in the form of protest. And they did not go out in the street for protest against, in a way, the government. We back the bar association, the mess. And the connection now the fact that the reason why the law society was formed now because of an election where they flagrantly rigged before the eye. Eh, Salone people. Today, I want to put connection. Salone people, not to be so. Now, they self, one guy went at the PRO, the Law Society, Claude Bami Davis. Now, he say they're not going to court. In fact, now the Bar Association can't even go court. They not go court. They took political decision in the form of protest. But you know, Salone people, you know why would they bring them talk there every day? Now for make we all learn from these things. Then thing they happen for make we all be civically educated. Civic education is key in Salone. Because the reason why would they bring the examples there now because Salone man we like for see things them bamba ode koju and then they unfold every day. Salone people, waiting they go on a salon is responsible. Yeah, not to the lights them we not did, not to the physical things them they affect Salone. It's the intangibles. The intangibles, the thing them where we know they see, now they affect Salone big time. And any country, the things them where we know they see. That's the thing of respect. Pass bell fool. That thing of reputation. That thing of confidence. And they destroy we country. And what thing we don't know, Africa inherently, naturally, they deem Africa very, very risky. Where we for try for the make we name, that the more we they destroy them. We are very, very sensitive. You know, like what they can say, this thing is price sensitive. The economists, then they call them the elasticity of something. You know, the economists, they can talk about like the elasticity, where like it can be elasticity of demand or elasticity, I don't know, like the Boku talk, elasticity of supply. Some people, what does this elasticity actually mean? Interestingly, just know, you know, I be make Botombele some time ago. I think 2 weeks or so ago, or over 2 weeks ago. So like the flour be left me in the road, and I was a bit tired. I was like, let me leave it. So small pan the gravy, I put in the fridge. In fact, now they talk just yourself say now this week you can find, you know, food poisoning for we Salone people I say food poisoning or belly for we say. I don't know if these things and I'd be lazy for make another gravy, because the difficulty is actually for make the gravy really for beginning dice, you know, chop the yabas, pepper, and you know, try for, because I'm not like for blend down, you know, try for, you know, make the tuna like and anyway. So I'm a bit lazy, and I just say Margo fen because I found this one in the fridge, so I just mix some flour. Whilst I mix the flour, the whole concept of elasticity jog me memory again. How? Salone people, because elasticity of demand of supply, it's the concept where they can say maybe a small change in price or a small change, you know, in supply go affect, go get some huge change in the demand of that thing. Let me say, like, it depends how you see them. Like maybe some luxury goods, you know, or some daily consumables, you know, like the finance world and they call them FMCG. You know, FMCG, when are fast moving consumer goods or something like that. You know, with those things, most of the time, they are not too elastic. They're not too, what do they mean? They're not too they stretch. So, like maybe since a change in price, don't go get like a huge difference of how people and they demand that thing. So if it is like kind of like, let me say, yes, now we country for instance. In fact, I don't see Salone, even though where like it's a huge change in the price of rice, people are still demanding it. Because, you know, in other words, that rest not elastic, it's inelastic, in and then elastic. Because in order to cause a stretch, basically when I say elastic, it means it is stretch. So if you change the price of it, the demand of it will be stretched, it will be stretchly affected. If I should, you know, use that word. So Salone people, I'm gonna mix the flour just now, and I'm very cautious where I mix the flour, make poto too much because it go suck oil and the thing go to suck oil basically where I fry them. So Where they mix them, I just see and say, like, I don't mix them in a way. It was too dry, but it not been too dry. If I mistake, put extra water. So if I put a small change in water, go cause a huge difference of me flour going to make a poto. That's the concept, basically. So waiting like come na me aid, now the fact that Africa can do a small change in the political situation because already we deem too risky. A small change in the political situation, they cause a huge lack of appetite of investors them going to Africa. But yet still, now we back, they cause a huge change in the political situation. And some of these things, it is because of lack of institutions. Some people, I hope, are not bored now. I'm not born now with me analysis of like this whole elasticity of demand or supply. And you can use elasticity for anything. I was giving an example about elasticity, you know, to somebody about the traffic in London. You know, sometimes just you missing the traffic by 5 minutes will cause a huge delay. And you get certain thing and they, like a huge change of the price would still not affect the demand for that thing. It's still affectable, but it's inelastic. You know, they stretch too much. Like rest, typical example. Like when I don't see rest come up from 200,000 to 1 million, but it's a huge change in the price, but yet still the demand is still there. And sometimes when you get rogues, when you get people away dodgy, then they use that to the people disadvantage and say this no matter what, people still need them. And this is waiting on a government they do to una. Anyway, Salone people. But I want to talk to the law society. And these things, them, like this analysis about elasticity, it get connection with these things where they affect Africa in credibility and reputation. Salone people, I want to play, you know, snippets of like this guy, the interview, I don't know if not today or so, where they talk about the law society. And they play two sides for now for the election. You know, the law society, the lawyers, them, they really understand the law. You see, I don't need notice a Salone most of the time. Na cog and pass. Now people in the Canada country. Like where person cog, it cog like a whole book. You get like one. They say, oh, this person is clever. This person gets sense. Yes, I understand. For make the brain they capture all that. Yes, you must be clever. But it goes beyond that because that's just knowledge. And I think I talked about where patriotic citizen and you know, this gentleman where they do hotmail talk about, you know, the PhD them where they go get the knowledge, the wisdom and understanding. Do they really understand? How do they translate that knowledge, that book where they don't cog inside the head? Do they understand? Does wisdom, you know, take over and for make them able to analyze these things? Some people, I think we're struggling in our country. We're struggling because, you know, I remember, I think it was last year, lawyers them in Mozambique, they tell the president, in fact, as a result of the protest, when they didn't say someone come out, call for protest. If una understand, believe in the law, una no go sit down a country. And let me look at the bigger issue now. Why laws then they exist in a country? I don't sabi the answer. But una we do law, Una ask yourself why. So the one believe say laws they exist for create like a peaceful atmosphere, sanity in a country. Why laws they exist? But they conducted an election where go against the laws that will exist in the country. They fight for electoral justice. And I listened, I think some time ago, where the president of Law Society, Augustine Sorisengbe, kind of like in a way they downplay the fight for electoral justice. I couldn't find it. If I don't play for it, hopefully sometime I'll look for them. Downplayed it. But this is the same thing we make when I go form another law society. When I form another law society, when I boycott. And what saddened me when I was listening to this gentleman, Claude Bame Davis, they talk say, the Bar Association no conduct an election. They go against the principle of democracy. He said, but he registered today now the Bar Association, and then he also registered now Law Society. How can you register, pay fees to an organization when not credible? You see how we embolden, smell, dirty, rotten in them now we country? You see? How? How can you be that double standard? Why? You yourself admit. You admit them. You see, some people sometimes are not able to understand, and it seems like an educated guy. Seem like a dangerously educated. Some people don't only see Ibrahim in description or today about me. They don't listen at all. But you see, some people, I was listening, and not only where I listen to him, but I will say this some other time because I don't believe, man, not I can say, oh, now because, for me, now, Malka business would they me into, where he praise me. But this somebody where I always can talk about Ibrahim to go testify this. Some people when I get people in where not only they get the tenacity, the zeal, the exuberance, the heart for change Salone, but when I get people where clever enough, and I tell you now, you see, Ibrahim, I don't tell somebody, and an officer I don't ever tell him this. Anyway, I wouldn't say this. I'll say it some other time. Because although me, I can say him because me, na two things at the talk. Where he talk about say me dangerously educated, that you know to two. So me can talk him. But you see, Salone people, honestly, if una know this person, where they say organize, attention to detail, like result-oriented person. Trust me. Now, person where it say this thing, it foresee the end to it. Some people look, me they tell una say, oh, una assess them for una safe. But you know what I tell una? If that guy get chance for working a salon, because like in passion seem for day to health, although me get my own personal view, and trust me, I would have no doubt that Salone health system, especially if it be backed by, like finance ideologies. Trust me, Salone health system, they change. And I'm not saying this lightly. I'm not saying this because in talk waiting not to talk about me, about dangerously. Francis Benkai again talk me. Now he say, now the only dangerously educated person that's Salone. But you see, I'm being serious now, Salone people. I'm very serious. Is where I say organize, attention to detail, what achieve Where if he embark on something, trust me, this guy, una condemn him anyhow, una want condemn him. But I tell you, like me, if Daniel own the health sector na Salone, me will not join video, we now go just the assess the no more. Trust me, I don't get no doubt. I would be shocked and even say them drink poison if Ibrahim fail. And if he fail, some Paris go bokula because waiting me know of him. And this now waiting, not to say I don't work with him. Of course, I don't work with him over the years. But I can study somebody, Salone people, who trust me on this. Whether from a distance, I know. But anyway, I don't say go fish say not flatter, but himself know waiting at the talk. But you see Salone people, make a play this side for now. Me wanna listen to this law society guy, and wanna connect them to the people where they say Samoa not go court. These are the lawyers them we know too well about the court. They know how messy the court is. And when they talk about say Samoa not go court, Charles Magai went to court. Augustine Sengbe went to court. He did well for the election. But the only thing that the aftermath now trying to downplay the thing about the tripartite now in the annoying me. Why people they say, oh, the international community. I was listening to ultimate way they talk about CDI Tunis, say, oh, when people don't like we say the international community, they don't tell we say there will be no reward. Why? Now the international community now in the talk, then you feel say we're based like we argument on the principle of democracy. We or the international community, who that they lie? Why? Now the international community, now if we for go against, then we are described or labeled as liars. Why? Why? But you see, some people they did not go to court. The very lawyers, when their rights were disenfranchised, when their right was taken away from them, they did not go to court, but rather they formed another body. Some people, I want to play this side quickly because I want to analyze what other side. When I listen to this.
Right. And so, not only we lost election, we did it. Right. There were no elections. So after this situation, Kenema, why not coming to court? We got court, of course. We're in court. Even now, we're in court for the Sierra Leone Bar Association issue. Again, on the elections. Yes, on the elections and all the incidentals of the elections, right? In fact, now then can we go court? Okay. Because let me make up this way.
Because the first side say, oh, we did, but in fact, like now it is trying for clarifying, say, in fact, now they carry them go court. It wasn't them. Their position now for open law society, they did not go to court. Some people now listen.
When we requisitioned the Michael Aswalu executive as per waiting the companies act say for making a summon or convene an extraordinary general meeting so that we can address the issue, the impasse. Michael Aswalu not one ending.
Salone people, I just want to play that side for now for make una hear say they did not go to court. Now I want to play one side, make una see how Salone name don't dirty. Salone people, una can listen. Una can listen here. You see, this what happened. They invited the law society lady, you know, before like they asked them who that they invite. They talk about Ivona Kisoya, the Tifu man. You know, I don't know why. Again, at the beginning, question them people there, their beliefs, their legitimacy, well, man, don't say legitimacy, their beliefs, within them believing. For me, like people like Ivona Kisoya, we do not believe in the tenets of democracy, but they go invite them. It tells me something is wrong with these organizations. But you know, Salone people, when I can look how Salone do what in, how it is kind of like it's a societal issue now we country where one institution then they be connected how for destroy Salone in name. Just because Law Society invited the president for the Bar Association in Kenya, I think her name is Faith Odiambo. They invited her. But just because na the law society where boycott the bar association, the government, the ambassador in Kenya, had to tell the lady, say the lady if it come na Salone, insecurity no guarantee. And then the president for law society, which I believe is Augustine Memara, you know, the lady tell and say the only person we go guarantee insecurity for make it come now the Attorney General, the Minister of Justice. And then Memara then called the Minister of Justice. The Minister of Justice also say they no go guarantee, they no go write that letter for guarantee the lady in safety na Salone. Some people wanna listen for una safe. Yeah. Kabbalah, look the road. Now listen.
I get for it. I think the president for the bar association of Kenya. We not see how it happen. Yes. The Kenya Law Society president. 9 is supposed to be weekend. Well, 9 that we cannot speak. But when we write him, tell her for me we make it come. We invite him. She consented, and she was a nice spirit to come. Now just Monday we AGM for comments on the Thursday. Just Monday, I mean, I'm going to state this fact as it happened. Just on Monday, we receive information from MC, the ambassador, the acting ambassador, the Salone ambassador in Kenya. Go meet him and tell us, say, referencing the secretary to president, say, Salone government not permit him for travel, for come attend the lawyers. So this is
Can you imagine referencing the secretary to president that the government no guarantee in safety? Some people are not listening. Now listen.
Na 15 safe, not to see, right? Say the Salone government not permit him for travel from Kenya and can attend the Lawyer Society AGM and for can be keynote speaker. And that if he insists for travel for Cam Salone and can attend the AGM, in safety and security, no guarantee at all. That was exactly how we were informed, what we were informed by the keynote speaker herself. That's manual. Now, yes. You want explanation? Yes, spoke with our president. So when I cross check again with Salone, that is where I'm coming, right? And if other states say, okay, so the president tried for encourage and said, no, I'm not for Cam. Then she said, the only assurance we need nothing that now a body of lawyers, then they come together and we head when the Attorney General, who is the titular head of the bar, he said that the Attorney General no more go assure them of his safety and security, then he go come. So the matter was referred to the Attorney General, talked to her and said, this is the position we don't feel safe, and look, we AGM just 2 days from today, and we cannot speak her. Don't raise this. The Attorney General then say, okay, give me a number, I will call her. The Attorney General, I am informed, call Faith, they had conversations. Now, after that conversation, Faith again reverted to us that, yes, the Attorney General called me, but then I tell her, say, he said, this is not government position, you can come. Then Faith, being a lawyer, say, no,
the Attorney General try to play Conin game and say, this is not a government position, you can come. Look, waiting, because Faith now a lawyer, he know not only he cram the law, he understand the law, which then the lawyers they are in a Salone. You know when we can talk about the bar association? It is because we already know see the rotting. But then when they claim say, then they protest because of the bad thing them. This is the reason why I'm talking to them. Some people are not listening. Waiting Faith then say, the Attorney General say to her,
I have been approached by the ambassador in Kenya, and then referencing the secretary to president, then you, the Attorney General, they assure me, put it in writing. Write make I get something where at the old say I was assured, my safety and security were assured by the Attorney General. Then Faith said, the Attorney General said, I cannot write. So she advised herself on that backdrop that he no go come because he no want to create any diplomatic feud na Salone. Am I disappointed?
Salone people, wanna see the state of Salone. But if I should close, the Law Society, knowing what you know now, not waiting when I know now, because when I be know am. Look how they teach you now the Bar Association. That's the same thing will happen to Samura Kamara. Where Mohamed Kanawi Kone, how he called the election, and the same way Francis Benkaifala called the election result. But una no go court, una confirm. Samura no go court, but some of these APC people are criticizing Samura Kamara. But una take a position. Samura Kamara is now taking a position. But none of you guys, including the JFK, the way they all go there. I saw, like, Babo Kaba, whom, like, is a friend. Like, we went to school together. I think he was 1 year ahead of me. In fact, like, we did a weird was group. Like, we can always get banter. He was there. I saw, what's his name? Oh, what's his name? It's not me. Come on by. Oh, God, what's his name? Why are they forgetting name? Oh, my God. He was there too. One of the APC lawyers there. But none of these guys are speaking up about electoral justice. None of them. Then they play safe. None of them. Is this how life is? But what about? What are you doing? This now what you do. I don't know why I forget this guy name. Now one of the lawyers they now APC. Oh God, like me one of them, if I'm them, like God, what's his name? Why I forget? Oh my God, he gets one name soon. Anyway, so people, no, it doesn't matter. You see, I saw all of them. Why they cannot speak up about these things? But they are in the law society where actually kind of like the fight against injustice. In their small corner no more, then they fight against injustice. Why not the injustice on a bigger scale where we are all supposed for protect? Why? Africanos, that's his name. Africanos, we are all there. Now they enjoy. I go have excuse by Sister Michael because him be don't voice issues them before. Although one time the way he talk something back where, like they're not defense. Africanos, wait till una all they do the. And una need to speak up about these issues. What is stopping you guys? Now they play safe. Please, the executive, just in case Samuel Kama fail. Please, Samuel Kama, just in case Samuel Kama succeed. Is this how law for actually be dispensed in the country? Is this how? This now the program. Salone CashBox. And God bless you now. And office say tomorrow we hear it from me. But I will tell you now the next day why. If I'm with them, when I take care, and God bless you now. Thank you very much. Thank you.